Hi everyone, it's Rachel here, and I'm going to start working on my tag for this week. I think it's week 17. I'm just going to have a sip of my macchiato. Oops, I hope that wasn't too noisy. And so Anne's first thing was to look at your tags and what colours have you not used. Well, I kind of feel like I've used most colours. There's browns in there, there's pinks, there's beige. There's a little bit of grey. Grey is probably the colour I've used the least of, I think. There's yellow, blue, a little bit of brown, not much. Pink, yellow, red we've used. Here was sort of, there's a bit yellow. That was a mustard yellow there. Blues and pinks. Here we've got a tiny bit of sort of taupey sort of brown and a little bit of mixed brown sort of colours here, and blues, browns and blues and greens. See, I think I've used a lot of colours in mine. Oranges here, all kinds of colours. Purple, red, quite a bit of sort of, well, that one's got a bit of everything except only a tiny bit of brown. And I probably haven't used very much grey, have I? So, okay, so, and then it's couching on fabric. So I guess I'll just use this tag, and that's my first little bundle getting low. And I'm going to use, my base is going to be again this piece of thin painted cotton that I did, and I'm going to just cut it. Grab these scissors. So how is everybody today? Now yesterday I did my video, uploaded it. Then we were going to dinner at my mother-in-law's, and I looked at the video and it was uploaded, and I think Lulu was on private, and then I think Lulu might have come and asked me something or said something, and I was convinced this morning that I had posted my video, made it public. Instead it was there sitting there private. So I made it public this morning, so there will be 2 videos today unless I do the same boo-boo with this one. So that's going to go on there. It's covering up the writing. Doesn't matter. We knew that some of it was going to be covered up quite often. Okay, so that's going to go there. On here, I need to draw. I'm going to do a bug. It's going to be with a couched body. There you go. That's the revelation. So I need to find my pen. Here it is. And I need to draw the body of the bug, which is a little bit scary. Let me just do something here quickly. Maybe I could do it like this so I don't make a boo-boo. Okay. And I might put the lines on there as well. I'm just going to see if I can. I'm just going over my drawing. I've done a drawing just to make a plan. Just want to see if I can kind of see it. So see, I do little ideas drawings in my book to give me an idea. You can see that well, you probably can't see that because I'm zoomed in. So I can just see. I don't need to put it to a light box. I can just see. I just want a vague idea of the shape. And then this is in my idea is this is going to be couched fabric, and I'll just put the head on a little bit there. Okay, that's just a vague idea, just so I get the general shape of the bug. Okay, and this is the pen that you iron. Oh, I've already pinned. I've got that here. So I did pull out. I did sort of detect that probably more greys and browns were the colours that I haven't. I pulled out some bits and pieces of lace. That's a piece of sari silk. It's a little bit yellowy, but I felt like that went. I found this piece of fabric. That's just a piece of linen that had some stitching in it. I did pull out, this was a little scrap. That does go very nicely with that. And then I pulled out a little bit of pink because there's pink in that fabric. And then I pulled out this one as well. So I'm going to use little bits of those. And then for the wings, I had this old piece of quilt. Now I think that this is probably vintage because it was machine quilted. So I don't think it's antique, but it has seen some wear and tear because look, it's all very thin. And oh, this was the front and this was the back. And I thought these would be really nice as the wings, the two parts of the wing. So we'll deal with those in a minute. But first of all, I want to figure out this bit here. So what I need, and Anne rolled them like so. And then they're going to be couched in the body there. The pieces of fabric, maybe like that. So we'll see how many. So probably going to be a nightmare, but we'll see. So I just need little strips. Now where's those? They're right in front of my face. I might cut them. She said to cut them a bit wider. I probably don't need very long ones. And you just roll them, and then they get couched on. So I'll need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Definitely going to use this one because this is like a brownie sort of, well, it's, it's yeah, it's a light brown. It's a tanny sort of colour. We'll have that. Put that aside in case I need more. I've got a piece of that. I have a piece of this one. Could use this. Put that aside there. I wouldn't mind slipping a little bit of pink, but I need a bit more grey. I mean, I can always have more rose. I don't have to stick to that. I'll just cut a piece of that. Probably won't use the beige one, and I'll cut a piece of this, and then I can start playing around with my colours. Right, and I won't be doing the couching right away but I want to have a play with my colours first. I'm pretty sure that's what Anne did. She just, and I'll have to trim that down, but let's just see. I think I've got some pins in here. I won't cut them down until I've decided the order, because obviously I need a tiny piece for up there and a bigger piece for other areas. Put that one there. Hopefully I'm on screen. Some more grey. What about some brown? Maybe there. And pink. The pink up here. So the bottom bit there, I might embroider that bit there because it might be very hard. It's a tiny spot and it might be, and a little piece up there. I think I don't mind that colour combination there. Oh, I didn't use that one. I want to use that one. Maybe I'll take that one out. So we're doing grey. The main, the main colour is kind of grey. So maybe I need that one up here near the pink. We won't use those. Put those aside. Where's the basket? Where's my basket? Oh, it's over there. So I can put those over there. They can go back in the scrap basket. Okay, and that one can go, that's better. So that's going to be the body. So what I'll do, because I need to put the wings on first. So what I'll do is I'll pin that, I'll put it in order here so then I don't forget my order. We don't need any of those. I could even just bunch up a bit of lace on the tail and put that there. That could be a good idea. So we'll just see what happens. Now I've got to figure out these wings. I don't want them to be too big. This is the small wing. Because my thing is they're not going to fit right on my tag. So I'm thinking they need to be attached to something else to make them stronger because it's very thin. But I guess I'll draw them first. Grab my pen. what I'm going to do, just vaguely draw a wing like that, and just cut around it like so. And then if I flip it over, we'll keep the hole, flip it over like that. Just a minute. Cut my other piece out. I'm going to cut them out together, so I'm going to just put these wrong sides together, because yes, that's what I need to do. And then I can, oh, I'm going to lose the hole, so we don't want that piece. We'll keep the hole. We like holes. We don't want to cut the hole off. So put them right sides together, put them like that. And this is a way to sort of cut them out in a similar fashion, if you know what I mean, like so they're not glaringly different to one another in shape. That there. Okay, put those over there. So that's going to be the big wing. I might just trim off the drawn bit, even though I can iron it. Okay, and then I need to do the smaller wing. And yeah, I don't need it to be too big. So I guess it can go down like that, maybe. Yeah. So I'll cut that out and do the same thing. So thin, this fabric. Okay, so let's pin these. I'll pin these. You probably won't be able to see because I've zoomed in, because I like you to be able to see the stitching. So I've zoomed it in. I'll pin those up there because I've got my wonderful mat, so I can put them in order, pinned into the mat. And then as I couch on each one, I'll trim them down before I do it. So here, I need to put my wings. Oh, just a minute, I need to cut this one out first. So hopefully it works as I've envisioned. I guess I won't show you if it doesn't work, will I? I'll show you my boo-boo. Okay, so this wing, actually I could flip that over that way. We'll go here. This is the underwing. I'm going to have them sloping down a bit so it's not hanging too far over my tag. Actually, I liked it the other side more because that's the correct side. Put those there. So they almost fit on. And then this one's going to go here like this. Oh yes, I like that. And I'm glad I took the wadding out, or the batting, because cool. Because they would be too thick. Now I did want to do stitching on there, but I might not be able to because it's too thin. So the other option would be to get some felt, but then it's going to become thick. I could back it with this and have a double layer. So then it was thicker. Why did I do that? So I could have them backed. So that just that wing, because the other one will fit on the background piece. So I'll just cut this one out and I'll stitch those together. And you will be able to see my stitching behind. That can't be helped. Because I think this is too, I mean, I would normally stitch this and then put this, but I just feel like it's so frail that if I try and stitch on it without a base, it's not gonna enjoy it. Can that fit on there? Yes, it doesn't matter if it doesn't go right to the bottom. So I'll cut this one out. I just love this color green. It's really lovely. So what I'll do, I think, to approach this is I will, first of all, stitch these on. So let's put one here and one here. we'll stitch those down. I'm just going to use, will I use that thread or will I use a green? I'll just use this. Grab one of these needles. So how is everyone today? I hope you're all well. It's a little bit nippy here still. We should be, normally it's quite warm at this time of the year, but this year I'm not complaining because I quite enjoy it. It's just not so warm. Oh my wordy lordy. So all of these fabrics are very thin. What I'm also thinking is, well, the body will be bulky. And I just think, you know, we've got a lot of bulk happening in our tags. Not that it matters. They're not going in any books or anything like that, any journals. They're just a bit of fun. So I just have to hang them on several rings, I think. I also get asked about this ring all the time. I bought that at a craft fair in Italy many years ago, probably 6 years ago. And it was from I don't even know who, and they were selling Japanese fabrics, like yarn dyed fabrics, so you know, those beautiful fabrics. And they had like a pattern to make a key ring, and that was, I took all the key ring bits off it so that I could use it as my ring for the tags. It's obviously not going to be big enough. Yeah, but it think they weren't even in a plastic bag or anything. They didn't have any brand on them. I have no idea where they got them. I have no idea what the brand was or anything. So unfortunately I can't, I did try and do some research and try and find something similar, but I couldn't even think what to call them. So yeah, I can't help anyone if you were looking for that ring, because I would like to buy 2 more so that way all my tags would fit on the same ring, same type of ring, but no, I can't find it either. I don't know what I was thinking. I mean, it's wonderful, but I don't know how I was thinking I was going to be wanting a key ring that big and heavy, because it's meant to have like a stitched quilted bit over the top that you slid your keys up into, but it would have been very bulky. So all I'm doing here is just whip stitching around to hold on my rings, not my rings, my wings. And I don't care that I can see the stitch. I like that. That's part of it. So, yeah. So, yeah, Lulu's at school 3 days this week. I think she might have gone 4, but Saturday is a public holiday here, so they may have gone on Saturday as well. And we're in a yellow zone now, so that means a little bit more freedom, not total freedom, but a bit more. And it really just means like letting the chickens out of the hen coop, the hens out of the hen coop, and they've all gone bananas, and the lunatics were back on the road today. I mean, one man shot across the main road on a, you know, from a side street to going across to another side street. Didn't even look, had to slam my brakes on and toot, like mad tooting, and slam my brakes on, otherwise we would have crashed. I mean, and there were so many of them this morning just doing crazy maneuvers. Yep, so I guess that's a sign of normality, isn't it? But honestly, yeah, I feel like it's like chickens running around going bananas. Okay, so it's very fragile. I do love this mat, Pam. It's a great mat. Okay, so that's those two, and I'm not going to end this off because I'll pin on the next this leaf. It's not a leaf, it's a wing. Silly. Pin that down there. Is that about the right angle? And then I'll pin it. Better pin it. That will help. So it is going to stick out. Oh, that's sticking out quite a lot. I didn't think I wanted it to stick out that far. I might slope it a bit more. But I wanted to do a little bit on that wing as well. So that's going to be how much it's going to stick out. Oh well. Doesn't matter, does it? Now, as you know, my glasses are closing my nose. I do not have a cold. It's just my nose has been shut by my glasses because they've squished it closed. Okay, so we'll stitch around this. And I like to do it as fast as I can. So I'm not stitching the wings together, these two pieces together, and then putting them on. I'm doing it all in one hit, just to give them a little bit more body. Just when you're stitching things like this, just sort of readjust your hand, make sure it's all sort of sewing together, not, you know, bunching up or anything like that, that it's sort of sitting properly. Sometimes I don't get it right, but I try. So around we go, just whip stitching around. I could decide to come back and put something fancy on there. Who knows? Who knows in which direction? I mean, I did my drawing, but that's about it. So I knew my composition, but the rest of it is totally whatever happens, happens. So this is my interpretation, guys. Like, I'm not filling my tag up with couch fabric like Anne did. I'm doing my own interpretation. So I don't need any couching police out there, thank you. This is my interpretation of Anne's prompt, of what I want to do. I mean, you have to do what you want to do. You can't think you're going to be creative and doing something that you're not feeling that you don't want to do. You have to do what comes to mind, and it has to be your interpretation. You know, you have to go with what you feel like doing. That's all I can say. Otherwise, you'll do something and you won't like it because you didn't follow your instinct and do what you felt like. That's my best advice. Okay. Now this one doesn't quite meet at the bottom, but that's okay because that's just going to be tucked in behind anyway. And I kind of want them to go in a similar direction. I don't want them to be completely different. So I'll put that there. Maybe I'll put another one down here. So I don't even mind that the base is, let me just check the time. Oh gosh, it's nearly time to go. I need to go to the post office and then go and collect Lulu. Oh my wordy lordy, guys. I've been sent Lulu sent me a picture today. She's doing art today. She took the watercolors to school, and I was really, really hoping that they would actually do something, because the last time they were physically at school with the art teacher, they didn't do anything, and Lulu was really frustrated. But so she sent me a picture of the rosebud. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to ask her. Now don't get your hopes up. Well, it'll already be up. If Lulu says yes, I can post a picture on my Instagram of her artwork. I will do it, and you will have seen it. Now that's just, see, because it's thin, it's bunching up there because it wasn't double layer. So yeah, if I'm allowed to, I will post it on my Instagram, because also Mum would. Oh no, I sent it to Mum, but Mum would love to see it on Instagram too. But I really need to go in a couple of minutes. So we'll get the wings on. So we know it's not a fast business, even though I might be doing even a bit less embroidery per se as the other ones. I bet you it still takes me a while to get this one done. But I think I'll do my couching after this, and then I'll do all the embroidery after that. Okay, that's unthreaded. Well, what I'll do is I'll finish this bit off, and then I'll come back after I've picked up Lulu and finish it off. But I'm really liking it. See, it's going to overhang. I don't care. I'm really liking it. Like the colours. I might change my tag out if I'm not happy with the purple, but we'll wait till we see, because purple and that's a kind of well, you can't see, that's a grey that kind of tends to, has a, I don't know, it doesn't look bad with purple. That's what I'm trying to say. That looks nice with purple. That's nice. So I might keep it. I might keep the purple. We'll see how we go when we get all the colour on there. All right. So I'll see you soon. And yeah, it'll be a flash for you because I'll be adding the videos together. So I am back. We've had lunch. I picked up Lulu. She's going to take a nice photograph of her painting, I hope. Otherwise, I'll post the one that she sent from school. We have permission to publish it on Instagram. Okay, so I've stitched down my wings. And I've got to remember not to lean too far up here. This is my area for the camera because I zoomed in so you can see. And we're going to start couching on these. And I think I'll start at the top here. So I've just got to have a little thinky about what what thread do I want to use. I'm going to pull out some colours and just have a quick look. I'm sorry if there's a anyway, I've opened it. I don't need to apologise for the reflection. So this is going to be my first colour. Let's, oh, these glasses close my nose. I know I keep telling you, but honestly, it's a bit of a, I'm going to cut it at an angle. I should get the scissors that cut. There, just eyeball it. See, I didn't, look how little I need there to couch on there. I'll bunch it up a bit more. So that's going to go on there. Isn't that pretty? And what, oh, no, I don't want that thread. I could use this thread. Oh, pulled out the divider in my thing. That thread could be nice. Or do I want something a bit bolder? Well, we'll start off with that one, I think. I've got this grey blue that could be used as well. And then something maybe a bit more contrasting. Here I don't feel like I've got the right colours in these. But I do have others. Of course I do. Let's see what's in this box. These are the regular DMC Perlés. Maybe this one's better than that. Yeah, I think this one's going to be better. As we're doing grey as one of our colours, I think that one's better. Or this even thicker one. It's even darker colour. Maybe I like that one even more. How about that? Okay, well, let's get started. We can look at other colours in a minute. I've chosen one or two. I'm going to use this one on here. I might use it double. I think I will use it double so that way it's more pronounced. Couldn't find my needle. Let's double it over, because also, like, if it's like, this is a Perlé, I think it's a Perlé 8. Is it a Perlé 8? Yes, it is. I think it is. Or is it their medium? I think it's like a Perlé 8 anyway. So I've done my knot and I want to couch on my little piece here. I'm not even going to pin it. I want it to bunch just a little bit, so I think I'll start up here. And I am going to use my needle and just push that in place a little bit. I'm going to try and capture a little bit of the fabric, because otherwise it'll slide out. Okay, my first stitch is in. And I'm just going to come here. I'm actually going to do them kind of messy. I don't want them to be all perfect. And I'm just going to give it a little push my needle a little bit under the fabric so it kind of bunches, but I don't want to bunch up my base fabric, if you know what I mean. Okay. I am catching that fabric there. Okay, so I got my first piece on. I'm loving the colours. I might leave that needle threaded too, just in case. I might want to use it a bit further down. You knew I'd do something weird. I wouldn't do regular couching. I like to challenge myself and, oh, I don't want to unthread that, and do something a little bit off different. Cute. And then our next colour is this one. So you've got enough to do too. Okay, so this is too long. This is like this jersey t-shirt sort of material. In Italy, like at these craft fairs, it's possible, like you can buy them, what do I want to say, in a roll, like it's already in strips. And my friend, when we used to go, it's not on that, it hasn't been on for a long time, that I haven't been actually for a really long time to that craft fair. And but she used to buy a big ball of it and use it for packaging. So like when she'd give me a gift, it would be with that. So I would always keep it because it's lovely. And I'm wondering, actually, I didn't think I had, I wonder if I should use something like that, but maybe, no, I think I need a different type of thread, not a perlé, I'm thinking. Excuse me, I turn my head around because I'm just looking to see what I've got. And not a perlé, I said, not a perlé. So these are, you probably can't see, these are stranded. What do I want? Something maybe like that. Or decisions. I haven't ever used that one. That one's nice. I might use that one. Some hand-dyed thing that I bought from someone. Who knows? Feels like it's a cotton. It's not a silk. That's a more silky one. This one is more silky. Does this one separate? It does, but I think I'll use it all. Or will we have, no, I think we'll do, I didn't have time to finish watching Anne's video. I will watch it, but I didn't see what stitching she did. Anyway, I'm going to do 2 strands of this, just so we have a variation in thicknesses. Oh dear, I've done that. It's not very even anyway. As long as it doesn't come out, I'll be good. It's going to come out. Now what's happening here? Oh, see, it did come out. Okay, well that's 3. I didn't want 3, so I'll just cut that one off. Oh gosh, got myself in a tangle here. That's sometimes the thing about some of the hand-dyeds. They can become a little bit, they're not smooth anymore, if you know what I mean. Like they can tangle easily. I think I'll just cut the knot off and start again. Just take that one out. That's easier. Sometimes it's just easy. Remove your knot and fix it up. Okay, so this is going to go here. Now I need to make, and I'm going to bunch it up a little bit. I do want it to sort of, the body goes out a little bit, so I don't want it to do it flush with the other one. I'll come back. I'm going to actually go backwards and forwards and do a bit crisscrossy. Just be careful not to pull your fabric. And these colours are probably a bit more pastel-y too than what I've done before. Oh, I know. Anne had it in a hoop, didn't she? Well, I don't have mine in a hoop. Probably if I had it in a hoop, it would be easier, because I wouldn't be bunching my fabric, but I'm being careful. So I'm just doing random stitches in all directions, and that's why I chose less threads, because you can see that one was quite covering over the fabric. You can see peekaboos of the fabric, but it did cover it quite a bit. Whereas this one, you can see more of the couched fabric than on the other one. So just doing these random stitching, and it's unthreaded. Okay. I just want to tuck that little pointy bit in. I might come back and put a stitch in it, and I think it's going to be all right. I'll go up here. There we go. I like that. So that sort of jersey sort of fabric is good for this. You can get a nice effect with it. Okay, I'll just put those to one side. I might use it again. Oh, I like that. And you never know, I may need to add a fabric because, or maybe I can do them all different widths. See, I'm already oh no, down the bottom I think I was going to do embroidery down the bottom, because I didn't feel like I would be able to. I'm just shaping this. I didn't feel like I would be able to probably get a piece of fabric in there. I need to cut it about here. I'm just eyeballing it just to do it just a minute. It came out. So this one I'll try and get it to stay a little bit more, a little bit wider, I think, just to switch it up a bit. That'll do. I might just put a little pin in there for the moment, because I've got to decide my colour. I might do grey on grey there, and this is quite a thick one, so I'll just do one strand, and I might need my thread up because this is very thick. It's hard to thread. Got a bit of a tangle here. Let's see what's happening. Okay. I actually don't know if I'll be able to thread this. Let's have a go. Got it. Okay, so I'm going to start up here, I think. Try not to bunch it up too much. So I'll just do maybe just regular. I'll come back and put another stitch in between because that's a wide gap. So regular couching just up and down, because I'm trying to create variety. I'm absolutely loving these colours. Pinks, greys, greens, tiny bit of like bluey sea green. I'm going to catch that just a little bit to make sure it stays. Okay. So I'll show you in a sec. I'm having a bit of fun, guys. I tell you, it's just a little bit of fun. A little bit of fun is happening here in the land of Italy. Bit of Italian fun. There we go, look at that. Now, my next colour is this one. I like that side. And again, I need to trim it down. Just trimming it at a teeny tiny little angle, really. And just slipping it in there, out here. I think I'm going to go for this colour. Am I going to go for that colour? No, I'm not. That's too purpley. Come back here. There was a more reddy pinky sort of one. So, no, I don't want this one with orange, or I might. Or this is a bit dark, I think. That one's too dark. Got a wool here. I've got this cotton. I think I'm going to go with the cotton. And I definitely need the threader for that. This is that DMC cotton and I have no idea what it's called. Comes in the little hank. You know, the little one, just like the regular threads come in. Oh my goodness. Get in there. Why won't you get there? We go. Mum admitted to me today that she too talks to her equipment. She says she's been talking to the beads that she's been putting on hers. Oh, I don't know if I can thread this little needle with this stuff. I need to get a bigger one. Oh, no, got it. Don't want to break my thing. Okay, determination. Oh, okay, I'll be back in a sec. I'm back. I'm just going to sit down just a sec. Right. Now, this one. I'm going to do, actually I'll need to do one down like that just to catch it, I think. And then I'm going to go kind of not straight, but like this, diagonals. Well, they're not very diagonal, are they? Okay, had a bit of a tangle there. I wanted them to be a bit more, oh look, I've caught, that's what's getting in my way, I've caught a piece of fabric there. I wanted them to be a bit more diagonals, but it doesn't matter. They're different because it's so thick, the thread. I love the colour's perfect. Okay, good. just going to go through here and knot it. It's going to be glue there anyway, so it'll all stay in place. Oh, it's looking nice and neat on the back. Unthread that. I'm not using that one again. I can put that one away. Glasses, you are not letting me breathe. Now, we've got our last thing, and then I need to decide what to do down there. And I have to do the head. I've got still quite a bit of work to do. Now see what's happening here. I want that to, oh, that's all right. Okay, so we've got this one. So this one needs to stay a little bit wider, I think. I need to cut it at an angle. So it takes the shape of the body. That over there. So that goes there. I'll just pin it in place for a minute. While I decide what colour. I really did like this one. I might use it the thicker, because you don't have to have it like, you know, every single one. Whatever. See how it tangles? It's because it's I reckon it might have been like a hand-dyed DMC, and then they become a little bit scratchy. I don't know how best to describe it. It's a little bit scratchy. Feels a little bit like linen, but it's not. I don't think it's linen. No, it's not. I didn't buy a linen. Okay. Okay, there, that's that. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to do the crisscross again. Just sort of all over the place stitches I'm doing. I'll come back here and catch that. Get rid of these little bits so they don't get in my way. So I can come back and crisscross. I can't remember what I talked about this morning, like when I first started the video before I went to collect Lulu. But I think I want that to slope a little bit more. Anyway, yeah, completely forgot to. I mean, I thought I had posted my video yesterday, which is crazy. Woke up this morning, and as I think I already told you that, I had to post it this morning. Went to all the trouble of doing it, and then I didn't publish it. I mean, I uploaded it, everything. Now we need to have some stitching here, because look at that, I don't like that. I need to put another one there. And just put your thumb there, and it just sort of makes sure it sits where you want it to sit. I mean, you could get really creative. You could do your couching with bullion stitches, for example. It would be a little bit more fiddly, but you certainly could do it. Okay, so that's the bottom. I'm going to end that off. Okay, it's a little bit wonky, but it doesn't matter. So, or I could just, no, I think I'm going to use this thread here. I'm going to just do the bottom. down here. I'm not going to try and put fabric in there. I could have squeezed in something little like that. I could have and tried to shape it, but it'd be very fiddly, so I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to embroider it. I'm just going to fill it in. So I think I'm going to do my stitches in this direction, sort of just, it's kind of like a satin stitch, but it's going in diagonal, and then it will have to meet up in the center somehow. Going to have it a little bit messy, I think. So that's its tail, like the bottom of its body. Okay, I probably could have had that coming a bit more into a point. That's better. Just added 2 more stitches to fix the shape up a little bit. You just make it up as you go, really. Okay. Now, I need to do this part of it, and I was going to do French knots. I've just got to choose. Oh, no, I think that will blend in too much. I won't be able to see it, will I? If I were to do it that colour, the head could be. Or no. These are some hand-dyed wools that I bought. No, not that one. I think I'll do it that one. They're hand-dyed wools that I bought on Etsy, but I, what is it, Yarn and Fibre or something like that. I'm just trying to decide what colour I should do that. Is that going to be too blendy? Or should it be like a type of grey? The thinner grey. That thinner grey, note. Pale blue is not going to work because that'll just blend in, even though I liked it. I'm just wondering if this colour... No, I'll do it in that colour. How about I do all that colour? I liked that colour as well. No, I'll do that colour. After all of that, we'll do that colour. These are the Steph Francis threads, Perle cottons. And I'll just start it, then I'll go off. So, oh, the other thing I'm going to do I'll draw that on now so you can see before I go off, is I'm going to have little antennae like that, and little like that, and then I'm just going to put, oh, here I'll put 2 like that. I don't know how many it's supposed to have, but that's how they're going to be. I'm just going to do little back stitch with those with I might do a dark grey. I was thinking brown, but I'll do a dark grey for those. So I'll just show you these. I'm going to do little, it'll take me a while to do this. So I'm going to do little French knots for the head. I'll do 3. I'll wrap it around 3 times. So that will take a while. So I'll go ahead and do that. I'll do a couple for you. Just follow the shape. One, 2, 3. I might work around my drawn line, although that one was a bit off, wasn't it? I'll do that one again. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'll go around the shape, and then I can fill it in with all the knots. Would be easy if I had had it in a hoop, but I forgot about that bit. Okay, I'm going to put you on pause, and then I'm going to come back. Okay, so I'm back. I've been gone a while. I've done all the knots in the head. I'm just putting 2 eyes here. I'm using this dark grey. I don't even have a number on there. And I'll show you how I did that one eye. And then I did some decorating on the wings. So we'll do the other wing together. And this was just simply backstitch. And I used this gunmetal sort of green colour. I probably should have used dark grey, would have been better. But anyway, that's what I used. So I'm just going to jump over here, more or less. And over my French knots, I'm going to do satin stitch in an eye shape, I hope, on this one. I'll probably mess it up now that I've turned the camera on. And I've got tangle already, and I just jumped across there. It's very naughty. And so, yeah, I'm just doing my satin stitch vertically. And then, to make it stand out more, I came back on horizontally in the opposite direction. It just made it stand out more. And I'm using about 4 strands of DMC embroidery floss for it. I'm pretty happy with how it's turned out. It's sort of like how I envisioned it. The only thing I'm not so happy with is the green, but I'm not going to take it out now. I could, but I'm not going to bother. So now I'm coming back the other way. This one's not working as well as the other one did, to create the eye. See, I've got that one entangled in there, but we'll see. I'll put another stitch in there, push that down. That's better. And I'll put another one in. I felt like it just made the eye. They're very big eyes, but yeah, they need to be. There we go. Okay, so we'll end that off. Put that away. Right. Now we'll do this. So I'll do that little bit there. I just use this DMC Perle cotton. It's number 8. It's like an apricot sort of colour. And I did that stitch, you know, this one, the one that I never know what it's called. So we just start here, and you create the Y shape. So you come down and then go up on the side here. That's kind of like in the center. Come up on the other side and come here where you went down there with your thread. Pull it and it catches the loop, and then come forward or down a little bit and lock it in. There we go, we locked it in. So come up on the side, hold your loop, come up there where the stitch went down, and lock it in again. So down you go, and then up on the side. Whoops, getting tangled. I only did 3. Go down there, here, and then bring the last stitch to the body of the bug. I don't even know what is it a fly? Is it I don't know what it is. It's some sort of flying bug. It doesn't have a type. Okay, so I'll put that thread away. I'm done with that, and I can put the needle away. Yes, that was one of those needles. So I wanted to have them sort of threaded for you, so I didn't waste your time. Okay, and then I used, was it this thread? No, I think it was. Yes, it was this thread, this one, the Steph Francis. And I just did some seed stitches around here, but I started about here. Like I didn't go all the way to the end. So I'll start down here. Just put some random seed stitches in, not too many. So keep on coming down. I'll go down and around, I think. Hopefully I'm going to have enough thread. Took me a minute to sort of figure out my drawing because I had to get it to fit on the little tag. That wasn't easy. Maybe I'll do one like that. Just making sure I change direction of my stitches. And then I've got this thread I was using, so I'll need to thread that one up. And I'm going to do some Colonial Knots. What I did? Yes, Colonial Knots. So I'll do my first one here. So you go loop around that way and then bring your needle over back over the front. Just trying to think, where will I go back up there now? Yes. These ones are working out a little bit looser, a little bit tighter than the other ones. I mustn't have been pulling them so tight with the other one. Or did I use a different thread? I don't think so. I think this is the thread I used. Oh my goodness, I'm getting tangled. Oh, I used it double. That's what I did, was double. Okay. Go back down there. I'm actually going to double it. I used it double. Gosh, I'm a goose. Or did I? I might have. No. It's single. Okay. I'll just keep on going. Try not to pull them so tightly so that way they stay a bit bigger. Yes, that's better. I'm just doing them very messily. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I should put another one in the end there. So there's 7. Now that is probably not going to get any glue on it, so I need to just make sure I knot that off. Okay, right, we're ready to glue it. This glue, and do I need something up there? A little teeny tiny bit of something up there would probably be nice. I think I'll quickly stitch this on. You thought I was finished. I think I like that there, just a little bit of texture. Could be like a cloud or something like that. Haha. Okay, so I had a piece of long piece of thread, but I think I threw it. Here it is. Found it. This will do. I'm just going to stitch it on with this beige thread here. Not worry. Just catch it. It's also, it's so thin, even the backing fabric is really thin. Oh, Steffi's here. Are you feeling sick, Steffi? Are you feeling sick? Oh, I'm just finishing my video. Measure your temperature. Steph just come home. He has had a headache since he woke up this morning and won't go away. Okay, nearly there. And the dogs are howling. Okay. Oops, getting tangled. Oh dear. Not pulling my stitches. Lulu said, "Hi, Daddy, are you not feeling well?" And he said, "I got a bit of a headache." And she said, "Stay away from me." Poor Daddy. Okay, so we'll glue this on and we will be done. I'll show you. I'll put some close-ups at the end of the video. I don't want to get glue on my mat. Not the smartest thing, is it? I'm going to slide off. Okay. Oh, I really like that. Oh, and I even like it there. You can just see the writing coming through like that. Okay, cool. Didn't get any glue on there. There we go. So that is my couched fabric beetle butterfly. Is it a butterfly? I don't know what it is, but it's a bug. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you again soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.